Hello, Lost Midgen here, and today we're on a bit of a mission. Today I am going to conquer 2 ocean monuments. It's going to be very exciting, very fun, and I'm bringing my donkey Coward and I'm bringing my horse Majesty. Because I thought it'd be fun to do more stuff with them instead of just having a bunch of animals that just sit there doing nothing. Plus, the donkey's carrying all the milk buckets. So yeah, I thought this would be a very chill episode as I'm taking over the monuments. There's 2 around here. There's the one we're coming up to, right here. And then there's one after this one that's slightly down a bit more. And that should be some fun. So I'm going to set up a little platform, I'm going to set up my animals. And we're going to show you the best of parts of the conquering this temple. So yeah, the first thing I'm going to do is build a tower up to the top. And I'm just gonna put my bed up there and put the animals up there so I don't have to worry about dying and waking back up at my base. And so yeah, we'll just go to sleep and that'll be it for this part. The sharpness 3, so. Why do I keep glitching? What is going on with my game? Alrighty, I did it. I'm a survivor. I did it. I'm a survivor. And that, my friends, is why you always have blocks with you. Now you can barely see a thing though. Here we go. Okay, this way. This way, this way, this way, this way. This way. Nope, wrong way. Wrong way. Oh, right. Right. Okay, I found all my doors. Yeah, you really shouldn't forget. So now we're up to the part which I've been waiting to do for quite a while now, is actually building up the bottom of the temple area. And Rusty Gaming is actually the one who gave me the idea of using the ocean monument blocks and all that. And they really do go well. Like, I'm just checking to see what works well, and I'm changing my mind a lot because I just need to work on it. But I think I found a pretty good connection that I think actually works well with it. And I think it actually looks pretty good like that. I enjoy the way it looks, and I'm actually very proud of it. Though it is just one part of the build, it isn't. It isn't a major part of the build, but you know, like, it's just good to have something really nice to walk down to and then look at and then brighten up the area. Because it really is just pretty dull. It's just stone. It doesn't really fit the sand area. Sandstone, not stone. But yeah, it doesn't really fit the sandy look. It doesn't really fit. It's a bit bland, I would say. So we're just gonna fill in the corners, and whoops, I didn't mean to do that one. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do that. Like, I really wanted to do this one for a while now. And yeah, I also want to say sorry that this one came out very late. Like, I did put out the other video when the other couple of days ago now. I did put out the terraforming video from my Wood Wars series. But other than that, I haven't really uploaded, and I'm sorry about that. I will try my best to be a bit more diligent. I just haven't been online very much, and I've been very busy with other things. But I should hopefully be able to start fixing more things up. So yeah, this is a very simple design I'm using. I'm just some trial and error. It just takes time and all. And I thought I would just take the time to slowly show people through what I've done, because I realized when I did the upstairs villager hall, I didn't actually show the effort I put into building that. And I want to involve everyone watching us into my builds. I want to make everyone involved with my builds and make it just a community thing in the end of the day. Like, whether one person's watching me or a million, I'm not going to get a million watches, but I'm just using an example. I want to be able to bring people on a journey of me building and discovering different styles I like. Like, I'm very proud of this. I've never built like this before. I've never experienced these blocks before. And I think they look good. I'm trying my best to get them right, but for now I think they look pretty good. So yeah, back to talking about scheduling and all that. It's very hard to express when I'm unable to upload the video yet because I can't do community posts, but that's okay. Like, I don't feel extremely rushed to do that. But of course, I will always be uploading even if I miss a day or two. That's usually due to home stuff, other stuff getting in the way, but I'm doing my best not to have to bother about all that. And it just helps out this way that I'm doing it. So yeah, just gonna I'm just gonna go back now. Yep, I'm gonna use some of that. Yeah, I'll use that one instead. Alrighty. So while I'm doing this, I want to bring everyone through the actual business of making it better, building it. I'm not going to show the entire process. I'm not going to show the going back and forth. I'm not going to show the tiresome efforts. Not the repetitive stuff either. So if I've shown one side of me fixing up an area, I won't just keep showing it, because if like I am building right now, I'm happy with showing off me building up these side areas, and I want to show them all off because it's a very important part of the build. But in some parts, if it's just the complete same, I may skip them as well, because I don't know if like you want the exact repetitive building. I'm not sure that really makes a lot of sense. But yeah, so I'm hoping this actually turns out really well. I'm really happy with it and have done a lot of effort to get all the blocks, but I am gonna need to go and get I'm gonna go need and get Wartwood. I'm gonna need to find that area. But for now I think copper looks good there. And it's a great use for copper as well, because I have now got a lot of copper and I need to use it. Like, I could get more copper, really. There isn't all that much in comparison to what I could have, but I am using what I have for now. And I think this design is cute and basic, and it's pretty nice, pretty simple, pretty sweet. Alrighty. But I was wondering, anybody watching, like, what do you prefer seeing when I'm building these things? Do you like seeing being a part of the process? Or do you like to see the end result and bits of the process, but like not much, or just the end result? That's a very curious thing. Oh, so by the end of the day, alrighty. I think Wartwood is gonna look brilliant here because It really fits the blue aesthetic, and it's not too much. I don't think it's too much anyway. Plus, I'm probably gonna use the crimson lower down when I'm gonna add deep slate, so it's not all sandstone. It's not all blue stuff. It's also gonna have a bunch of other things, not just prismarine and all that, which I think would be a good mixture of everything and adding colors together, which I don't normally add together. Trying new things, getting out of my comfort zone, and all that. But yeah, I think that looks really good. I'm gonna keep experimenting with it. But yeah, that's probably one of my favorite kind of experiments to do, is just having fun and trying to get it to it to look the way I want it to look, if I can pronounce my words. But yeah, my iron farm has also gone brilliantly. That iron farm is going so well. I finally made a tunnel for where I'm gonna have the stairs lead to on one side, and another pair of stairs are gonna actually lead to the big temple's main underground what do they call it in they I wouldn't call it a cellar, but it's a very important ritual area, I think. Not for rituals, but I forgot the word for it. I feel bad. It's like a burial ground or something. Because temples they usually have a lower area, but that lower area is gonna be transitioned into like this farming area. So it's not gonna be an actual part of the law that it's a burial area. But I just want to be able to just fit a bit more of a temple kind of style to it, so it will have that area, but that's not what the area is used for. So basically, it's kind of a lot of noise, a lot of sound with all the farms going off, which makes the area feel alive. That's what I want to see with this build. I want to see it come to life. And I think I can really do that well if I'm doing it that way. Because if I bring it to life with all these different sounds, with sugarcane farms going off, with bamboo farms, with kelp farms, even with melon farms going off, like all that, just making the place feel alive and like powerful and strong, to use an industrial area, make it seem like it's just aesthetic when it's actually the industrial area. Because like this temple is the villager temple. This is for villagers and iron. That's what this one's for. And then the other temple might be for, I might put my sheep and my cattle over there for like a food temple. But definitely the big temple is going to be for all my big farms. So like maybe at the top I will do like a melon farm with a pumpkin farm as well. And maybe lower down I will move to the bamboo farm next to the sugarcane farm. And then we'll slowly go down to all these different farms that I can make. And maybe even an XP farm if I think I've found a zombie spawner, that's it. I can't remember the word. A zombie spawner. Because I have found a zombie spawner on one of my mining trips. And I think it is roughly under where I want my temple to be. So that would also be a great use for the temple. And so yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun to see what I can do with that. Because that's my main objective with this temple idea. Making it alive. Having so much noise going off that the area just feels like it's breathing. Like everything is alive in there. Which I think is probably one of the most fun things I'm going to manage to do with that. But of course, like, it's not going to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. And that's okay. Like, I'm doing my best with that. And I'm just going to keep learning. I'm going to keep getting better. And I want to keep getting better because I really enjoy building. And I really want to get better at making farms because farms are pretty cool. This iron farm of mine is the first proper farm that I've built. Like my cow farm, that's kind of a very simple design where I'm just going to breed them and then store all their stuff. Because later on when I build the not that way. When I build when I build the cow farm, it's going to have an actual sorting system, a whole sorter system there, where like it will sort down into the main temple, where I'll probably have like a big storage area for all my building stuff that's not in my building hut. My building hut's just gonna have a few of the building stuff that I need for the oasis, but not so much anymore for my temple. The temple's gonna have its own storage area. I'm gonna try to get an automatic sorter. I'm gonna try all of that. Cat, can you please stop pushing the mic? I'm gonna try all of that. I'm gonna try getting all that right. Cat, stop pushing the microphone, please. Yeah, I'm gonna show all of that, and I hope that it looks good by the end of it. I hope that the way I vision it to be turns out really well for what it is, because I have all these plans for it and I'm very excited to see them through. Like, I want to see these visions through because I'm genuinely excited for how they're going to turn out. And they turn out good, then I'm super happy with that. I really am. But with everything that I have planned, it's going to be a long time to finish it. Because, like, a sorting system doesn't take that long to make, and neither does a melon or a pumpkin farm. They're relatively quick things to make if you know what you're doing. Like, I know how to make a melon and a pumpkin farm. I've tried it in a survival world. I'm not gonna lie and say I always knew how to make one. I had to test it in a survival world and be like, okay, I do understand the mechanics, so I will make it like that. But for now, I think I'm just gonna get into the building of everything. Once I finish getting the groundwork for this temple, I may start the big temple, and then I'll find a good spot for the other small temple. So then I can move all my animals over there, and probably even have a donkey pen over there and a horse pen as well. So that temple would be for just animals in general. Probably keep some cats around my oasis just to keep the creepers away, but yeah, I think that's a good idea to use that as a way of doing it. Like, that's the way I want to try that out for myself. And I hope it'll work that way too, because it's very fun to do. But of course, this is a lot of time, a lot of effort, and I'm trying to actually plan out what the big temple will look like. Because I'm trying to keep to the same building style, but I don't want to build the exact same thing. Because I want the main temple to attach to the smaller temple and become huge. To be absolutely massive. And to have a massive burial ground, which is actually just a big storage room. Because that's what temples have, I believe. They have like a burial ground, they have second floor, they have like. I gotta look that up actually. But yeah, like they have various parts of a temple, they have like a worship room, which I'm not gonna have. That'd probably be the kelp room or the bamboo room. But that's the only use for the temple, is to make the area feel alive and not be used as a way to get through it like that. I want to make sure that it looks the best it can. So I'm actually very happy with the way this copper looks. I really like this copper. I've been using copper a lot, and I'm really happy with it. So for now, like, this copper's great. This copper is great, and I'm enjoying using it. But yeah, back to the main goal is I'm gonna have to plan out this massive ass temple, and I want to make it look like the smaller temples. The temples are going to be identical, completely identical. But the large temple is going to have a bit of everything in it. It's going to have everything from the small temple, but it's going to have extra layers. It's going to have extra color. It's going to have extra height. It's going to have extra everything. So I want it to have its own differences, its own cool little tweaks that I like to do, which I think will be very helpful for the long run. I think it'll be very fun in the long run to just keep going with that. And I'm very excited to see it through as well. I want to see the temple rise. One day I want to look at this world. I want to log on. I want to walk through the oasis. I'm going to follow the path. And I'm just going to hear all this stuff going off. I'm going to hear all the watermelon. I'm going to hear all the pumpkin, all the bamboo, all the sugarcane. I'm going to hear all that going off. And on one side you're going to hear all the animals, of course. But you're going to hear the life from the massive temple. You're going to hear everything working. You're going to hear the water going off. You're going to hear everything happening. And you're just going to keep walking along this oasis-y path. and you're just gonna walk up to the temples and be like, wow, this is amazing. This is eye candy. And then when you go inside, it doesn't look as good because it is just a farming area, an industrial area, if you will. But at the end of the day, it's still fun. It's still something I want to complete and do. And so, yeah. So I'm really hoping I can get that done really well. So, like, I'm really happy with the way this is turning out. I'm going to lock in the villages. And that should be all for today. Yeah. So, that's the time for what we have for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to make. As you can see, I've edited up the area a little bit more, made it look a bit more nicer. I'll probably keep the building up, but I will move the sheep. But yeah, that'll be all for today. And I hope you enjoy your day. Have a lovely day, morning, noon, night. Whatever time it is for you, I hope it is absolutely lovely. And of course, I will see you in the next episode. And let's just have fun, hey?